Alright. Yeah. Pog. Live. Let's see. Anything wrong with the stream?
I'm gonna have to find and wash a pizza cutter though when I need it.
Alright. Pog.
I know there's one right here.
Alright, we're live from
Gotta wash it.
from where exactly?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Yeah.
We are live from San Francisco.
Yeah, we're catching on to the bit now. Everybody's getting it.
Well, I got it last time. It was just I had food in my mouth.
Don't ask me why the bit is that we're live from San Francisco when none of us live in San Francisco. Couldn't tell you.
What?
Guys, I think I took the wrong bus. I think I'm in Las Vegas.
Oh, well.
Everybody's naked here.
No, that's the right bus. That's the right bus. Hang on, I'll meet you right there.
Oh, I ended up in Canada. I don't know how I got here. I think I took the wrong turn.
Well, I guess we're live from San Francisco, Las Vegas, and Canada. It just happens like that sometimes. We don't make the rules.
Hey, so I blinked and now I'm in Russia. I don't know what happened.
And Russia, specifically Kiev-Shad. So anyway.
Yep. I'm in the gulag now, apparently. I don't know how I got here. A bag was placed over my head.
Poor gulag.
Last time on this show of ours, you guys had just arrived into the town of Tourmaline, and after a couple days travel, and managed to procure yourself some rooms, and immediately Rain brought the rest of the party to the mines, where you had some encounters with some kobolds, not of the deadly variety, just
well,
mostly.
One poor kobold.
Rest in peace. But overall, it was a net positive for the kobolds. They now no longer have to return to the Yeti that is terrorizing their homeland, or their former homeland, and now the town of Tourmaline gets free labor.
I thought they were getting paid.
Nope. They'll discuss wages another time. Anyway, you guys arrived back at the inn, and without Rain, Amon ratted Rain out, and the two of them got into a bit of a tussle. And then, as you guys all retired for the evening, Amon tried to break into Rain's room. Before we get to that, Rain.
Dungeon Master.
Where are you?
I have a quick sidebar.
What's up?
Does anybody else just eat Vienna sausages just out of the can, like not cook them? I did that at work the other day, and my coworker looked at me like I was crazy, and I just walked out of the insane asylum.
I did that when I was a kid, but that was because I had a lot of influence from my dad, my sisters, but yes, but no longer.
No, I don't eat Vienna
those
sausages.
Are pre-cooked then.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case. I don't know for sure, because that's how my mom introduced them to us. And then, like, she would start cooking them, but barely.
Just, like, get them hot.
Yeah, I started eating it out of the can, and she looked at me, and I was like, "What? What did I do?" And then she just started laughing and wouldn't tell me what I did wrong until I berated for 5 minutes. She's like, "You're eating it out of the can raw." And I went, "What? That's how you eat them."
Well, a Vienna sausage is like, you can eat them right out of the can, or you can like mix them with other foods, like cut them smaller into other foods. But I'm assuming it's all good. Cause why else would you?
I've never gotten sick.
Yeah, me either. So.
I mean, I'm sure both of you have gotten sick, just not from that.
Well, yes, but
About.
that's the end of my sidebar. I'm good to continue now.
All right. Rain, can I have you make a stealth check?
Yes, Daddy. Let me use this one. 17?
I didn't say you couldn't. It's just
You did.
17. You said, Matthew?
No, 73.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
I think he meant 7.
No.
So 7. All right, with a 7. No.
No. I'm turning into Frank Castle.
Wait.
No.
So, as you return to your room after your little spat with them on, you lock your door, then freeze it shut. And then you kind of walk over to the window, pry it open, and climb your way out. And head in the direction of the mine.
I do want to let... What was his face now?
Barlow?
Yeah, Barlow. Before I go up to my room and sneak out, I'll let him know of my intentions and have him meet me there.
Okay.
So that I don't upset Dwarf Lady.
Fair enough. You, after traveling for a little bit, make it to the gem mines where Barlow is waiting outside for you.
Alright, I want to make my way right back to the spot where I felt the presence of the strongest, and then I'm going to use detect magic.
Alright, yeah. The journey down through the mines is not as treacherous and foreboding as it was the time before, because now there's a bunch of kobolds just kind of vibing.
I fully expected you to go, alright, so make a dexterity saving throw. Alright, you fall.
What do you take me for? Some cretinous individual? Because you'd be right, but I am hurt that you truly think so little of me.
Well, no, that was just on the back burner. I was being prepared.
Anyway.
Fuck you, Matthew. I now want to be in a sausage.
I have a second can. I bought
Hey, yo,
2 of
do
them.
I got good news for you? What'd you say, baby?
Good joke.
I know.
That's funnier than it should be. Fuck you.
you wander through the mines where the kobolds are vibing and doing their work now. Trex is kind of barking orders to people, and he looks at you and he looks in your direction and goes, "Oh, hello!" and then goes back to doing what he was doing.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Yep. You head past the all the chaos of in the hustle and bustle.
I can only imagine just like screaming, banging, and
Oh no,
the occasional scream of death.
the chaos is more in the sense of they're just kind of they're singing and shit. It's like in like Draconic, they're just singing songs.
All I can think of is the hi ho from Snow White.
Hi-ho and
It's a
away.
mixture of Hi Ho from Snow White and the Seven Dwarves and Frozen Heart from Frozen.
I hate you.
Like,
Oh, I hate you. Oh, you did that on purpose.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Nuh-uh. So anyway,
Matthew right now be like, fuck you mean nuh-uh.
What?
you head to the room where you felt the presence the strongest. Oh no, what the fuck? I hate this shit. Why is this happening? Why did the cursor disappear again? Why did my mouse cursor disappear?
Time too, I swear. Dance mouse cursor, why did you disappear? Why?
Oh, I left it on the Discord page. That's my bad. I forgot it. Because I alt-tab back to Discord and it's just back. So I guess I just fucking forgot it. I left it behind.
Dan left it in his other pants.
I guess my computer's just like, no, bro. If you're on this website, you can't be having your mouse cursor on Microsoft Edge. It stays on Discord. And then I'm like, but I want it. And it's like, oh, okay.
Kurt, you little fucking piece of shit. You're going back up to the bedroom. You can't be down here. Yes.
You stand in the chamber that you were in before, with the table and chairs all set up in this area to create a space for miners to take breaks. On top of the table, you see a few kobolds kind of cutting up a giant rat with their javelins and like axes and stuff, just like trying to cook it.
Appetizing. I don't think I've ever heard of anything any more appetizing. Except pineapples on pizza.
Bro, I want pizza. Can't do this to me, man.
Made you want pizza, made Crow want sausages. Just making everybody want some type of food.
I want a burger. Anyway, so you go ahead and cast Detect Magic.
Cast it, cast it.
Stop. It's not funny.
It's stuck in my head now.
What?
Alright, I cast Detect Magic.
Yeah. You cast Detect Magic, and the pulse around you happens, and it keeps kind of pulsing off of you for the next 10 minutes as you're kind of just walking around trying to find the source of this magic. Make an investigation check.
Right? Give me 1 second. Open D&D Beyond. Investigation, you say?
Yes, sir.
$15.
All right. You start following it, and you almost walk past it, but you feel a pulse, kind of like pulse isn't the right word. It's like when you step on something sharp, and you feel it go through your leg.
Like a tug and...
It's underneath you, about 2 feet.
Investigation check? How do I get... What? $18 on my new investigation
Oh.
check to see how bad.
As you're kind of investigating the area, you see that the dirt around that area has been disturbed heavily. It's like something was buried there. Not big enough to be a grave. Probably about the size of a bowling ball. Like the width of a regular bowling ball is about how wide the hole is.
So I can like reach my hand down in it?
It's buried. Oh, it's like covered in dirt. You'd have to dig it up.
What do I have in my backpack that could be of any help? Man, I knew I should have took that shovel option. I have a crowbar. I'll start digging at the ground with the crowbar.
Sure.
With a crowbar out of my backpack.
Yeah, you start kind of scraping away at the dirt, and eventually one of the kobolds comes up to you and goes, do you want a shovel?
No, yeah, I want a shovel.
Okay, hold on a second. And he kind of waddles off, and he comes back with like
I
a
don't have the energy
shovel,
to be a smartass.
and he puts it in your hand. He goes, usually this makes the process quicker, and he runs off.
Nah. And he runs away too quick for me to get a smartass comment out. Alright, I dig.
Alright.
I'm a miner, Minecraft.
After about 20 minutes of digging,
Holy shit.
not because it's deep, but because it's cold. The ground is like kind of like partially frozen. So you're having to
Firebolt. Just if it's frozen, I'll melt it.
I was taking that into account. Don't worry.
Oh, I see. I see. My bad. My bad.
Yeah. I knew as soon as I said frozen, you were gonna be like, oh, then I just firebolt it.
Listen, I don't sound like that. Occasionally, not often.
Eventually, you come across a blue crystal hand clutching a green gem.
Oh. No. I look at the hand. Is it her hand?
Mm-hmm.
I look down at the hole. Is there like any more?
No, it's just the hand clutching the gem.
Well, I mean, there's the possibility that she just cut it off. What's the gem? Investigate the gem.
Make an
What was so
investigation
important?
check then.
What was so important about the gem that you cut off your fucking hand? Ooh, that's fucking ooh. 22. Mwah.
Besides the fact that it's in very good quality, like very finely cut and like gorgeous, and can't be removed from the hand, nothing.
Is it magical? Arcana check?
Your detect magic is detecting that yes, there is magic.
Oh, I forgot that was still active. I thought that would be activated. Do I know what kind of magic?
Oh, actually, yes. Abjuration.
Remind Matthew what abjuration is again. He's drawing a blank.
Defense is magic.
That's what I thought. I'll pocket it, and then... Alright, I'm good to back to my room.
So you put the whole hand with the gem clutched inside of it in your backpack.
Yep.
Barlow does not ask any questions. He's just kind of there.
I would assume so. He seems like the kind of man that's like, yeah, no, I don't give enough of a fuck to ask, so I'm not gonna.
All right.
Make my way back up, walking fast.
Alright. As you are gone, Rain, Amon. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check to try and pick Rain's lock.
Do I see or do I feel that it's frozen? Do I feel like the coldness?
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold to the touch.
Okay, I'm gonna light a torch and hold it by the lock for it to melt.
Okay. Yeah.
And then after, like, I'm gonna wait like 10 minutes, and after like 10 minutes, I'll try picking it.
Alright, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. Or Thieves' Tools check, specifically.
Okay. Since I'm proficient with these tools, it's my sleight of hand plus my proficiency, right?
No, it's your dexterity plus proficiency, but if you're proficient in sleight of hand, it's basically the same thing.
Gotcha. I just don't think I am. I'm pretty sure. Give me a second.
Yeah. If you're not proficient, then it's just your dexterity plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay. And that would be that. Okay.
So I think that would be.
I am. It's 21.
21. Okay. Yeah, the door. You kind of fiddle with it a little bit, and you hear the springs release, and the door kind of swings open a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna
Caleb.
check it for traps to make sure no traps.
Are there any traps, Matthew?
No, there wouldn't be. The lock on the frozen lock would pretty much be the only trap, because if rain was in there, it melting and it would probably, because the way he would freeze it is it would put like kind of, so if he opened the door, a like bar of ice, kind of like a latch, would break off, kind of like a piece of tape would get torn apart if you opened it. So like if he thawed it, that would like make it the brick kind of like fall, I guess, a certain way, shattering. That's really it.
Fair enough. Yeah, the room is empty. There's no one in the room, and the window is wide open.
Okay.
What color is this nasty, dirty little son of a bitch?
Okay. I am going to enter the room,
What I hear
close the door behind me,
Okay.
lock the door behind me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I am going to snoop around.
Comment screaming.
All right. Make a perception check or investigation, your choice.
I'll do perception. 12.
12.
Caleb, while you're actively snipping through my stuff, the pizza's done. Do you want 1 or 2 slices?
2.
Okay. I can't put it in the corners, but I can get it to you so you can.
Yeah, I got 12.
Yes, ma'am.
12. Matthew,
What?
is there anything in your room that a 12 would find?
No. Anything Rain has that, like, is of any importance to him is on him. As of the fact he is a veteran adventurer, he would not leave anything in his room that would be even remotely able to be taken. Because if it's important to him, you're gonna have to kill him to get it. What
So
was...
is the room basically just empty?
Well, not like empty. If he's got any like spare clothes, there's clothes, like any eaten food. But like, other than that, yeah, empty.
Yeah.
I understand what you meant now by empty.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything of importance. It's just a bunch of spare clothes, uneaten food. He kind of lives a bit like a pig.
Well, that's just a little offensive.
Hey,
Okay.
Listen, Rain isn't Matthew. Rain's a little neater.
okay.
Okay. In that case, I am going to very quietly sneak under the bed with the beer pint still in my hand
Mm-hmm.
and make sure everything's in as I left it, and then just simply wait.
Thank you.
All right.
You need this?
I will play this long game.
All right. Rain, eventually you and Barlow make it back to the bar. To the inn, rather. You head up the stairs to your room, and there is water on the floor.
Immediate investigation check.
I would have made like a stealth check.
How are you gonna stealth? You're under.
Yes,
I mean-
I hid under the bed.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Yeah, to say hidden. Sorry.
It's fine. He would said investigation check. I'm like, at least let me like. Okay. Okay, 18 plus 7. 18 plus 7. 25.
23.
23. All right. Everything else seems perfectly normal. You open the door, nothing is out of place. Nothing. It's the door obviously had signs of being picked. Your ice security system, whatever, was melted and there was water on the ground. That's it.
I'm immediately going to leave and go start waking everybody up and asking them if any of them have heard anybody outside of my room.
All right, whose room do you go to first? Just the closest one?
Yeah, I was about to ask who was closest.
All right. What room did you take, Matthew? And then we'll decide from there.
Whichever one was the closest and available to him when he went up there.
All right. So you got room 17. Who took room 18?
I feel like Fury would be happy to let everyone else take their picks first.
I probably would have chosen the next closest
Okay,
one.
so Finch is in 18. Who's in room 19?
I would take room 19.
Okay, who's in room 20?
I guess
Alright.
Jarwin will be 20.
Okay. And then Fury, you'd be in room 21. Alright. So Finch, you get woken up by rain.
Like just barging in or like knocking on the door.
Are you barging in, Matthew, or are you just knocking
I
on the
knock on the door. Not politely, but not aggressively either. That
Yeah.
nice middle ground where you're gonna wake up, but I'm gonna be nice about it.
Alright, sounds good. I like wake up, not necessarily shooting out of bed, but like sorry. Ellison was like a light sleeper,
Mhm.
so he hears it and is immediately up and probably won't sleep for another couple hours. So he gets up, heads to the door, opens it. Probably you hear the door unlock.
Yeah. The door unlocks and Ellison opens the door and he's in his sleeping clothes.
Hair's kind of like tousled a little bit, and I look like not necessarily tired, but also definitely not awake enough to have a conversation. Did you need something?
Somebody broke into my room. You haven't heard anything, have you?
I probably would have, being a light sleeper and his room being right next to mine.
Make a perception check.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I got sauce on my arm.
That was a 9.
No, he did not hear anything. He was too exhausted and he kind of went straight to sleep.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry to awake you.
Tired. Thanks.
I'll find out. It'll be okay. I mean, go to the next door. Bang, 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 bang.
No one answers
Kind
the
of
door.
like Sheldon. Kind of like Sheldon. Bang, 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 bang.
No one answers the door.
I'm on. I'm on.
Bang, bang.
Oh my god, Amon's
Hello?
been kidnapped.
Hello? 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 Alright, I will hit
I peek my head
everybody
back
else.
just real quick. I'm like, hey, come on, man. He's please just quiet down a little bit.
Okay.
Alright, go
I
to the
move
next.
to the next person.
Alright, Jarwin. There's a knock at your door. Do you wake up?
No.
You hear loud snoring, and it gets louder the more you knock.
Jarwin, I can hear you in there. Open the door. He's too fucking drunk. I move to the next one. If it was him, yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
Hey Dan,
I
while
move to
he's
the next
doing
one.
this, I'm gonna sneak back into my room.
Make another stealth check.
I did close my door, so he would have to open my door again.
Mhm.
Natural 20. Or 27.
That is, yeah. I would say that would get disadvantaged because because like it's just a straight hallway, and Rain is like actively
Right
on
next
edge,
to my door.
on
as
edge,
well.
and like checking is like in the hallway.
Okay, 25 then.
Okay.
18 plus 7.
Perception check for me.
Sure. Just a flat roll, no disadvantage or advantage. Just a perception check.
It's not. Oh, what happened to my fucking dice? Oh, that's fucking gay. Nat 20, but I have no pluses to that, so.
Amon, you managed to kind of come up from underneath the bed, open the door, somehow managed to like slink your way over. Rain, you thought you heard something. You thought for a second that there was a sound just kind of at the edge of like your peripheral. And you kind of turn, but there's nothing. Anyway, so you walk up to Fury's door and you knock on it. Does Fury wake up?
5 more minutes.
I have a question.
Clarence, the door. The door opens for you.
I'm still knocking, so it just like what? Huh? Oh. Somebody
like
broke
the-
into my room. Have you heard anything?
No. I'm tired. What's happened? Are you okay?
Well, I'm fine, but I don't know if I'm gonna be.
Is anything missing?
No, nothing. If anything was, nothing of importance.
Do you need help? Do you need me to find any monsters under your bed or?
I'm not a fucking child. Listen.
Won't help
Get
anymore.
kidnapped. You get kidnapped a couple times and see how that does to your anxiety.
Fury is saying all this while kind of still wrapped up in the blankets in bed.
Yeah.
You could just kind of see your like face peeking out of the bundle of blankets.
I turn around and I walk out.
Okay, good night. See you in the
Clarence
morning.
closes the door.
I go back into my room and I set up a new. I freeze it again and I go sit in the corner. Not before putting pillows and stuff under my blankets to make it seem like I'm laying down in it.
Are you taking a point of exhaustion?
No. I'm gonna take a short rest. But I'm gonna keep myself half awake, half asleep.
I can inspire paranoia into others. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to bed. I'm gonna drink the pint and go to bed.
Fair enough. The night passes without any incident. Rain. As you're struggling to keep yourself awake, and you eventually succumb to sleep for a few hours at least. Eventually, morning comes. Everyone wakes up, and then Jarwin wakes up an hour later. What are you going to do with your day?
Is there sorry. What was I going to say? Like the tavern at the other town or whatever, do they have like a kitchen area? Or like a place to serve people? Like food, breakfast, whatever? Or is that only at
Hold
the
on just a
tavern?
second.
Yep.
It's not anything grandiose. But there is some like breakfast accommodations for you.
And the first thing I do after, getting up and getting dressed and ready and stuff, I'm going to find
If you always eat the skin.
I do attempt to knock at Jarwin's door. Obviously, I know he's not going to wake up, but I just want to be like, "Hey, I'm going to find food." And when he doesn't answer, I'm like, "His loss, more for me," and I go anyway.
All right. Who wakes up next? Amon and Fury, probably.
Yeah, I'm on him. Probably. That's there when Fury would.
Fury's an early riser.
Go downstairs for a cup of tea.
Yeah. Easy enough. Can I get a motherfucker? Can I get a burger?
Can I get a burger? A fish burger.
Can I get a Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius DVD, please?
DVDs.
Yes, sir.
Can I also get that on DHS?
Does it come with a VCR?
Hell yeah.
Anyway. Fury, Amon, what are you two doing as you arise for the day?
Fury will just, get herself fed. Maybe prepare a bit of a feast for Jungo as way of apology for the lack of kobold murder last session.
Yeah,
Mom will just eat
like I
a
said,
plate of fish.
the breakfast is not like super extravagant. It's just like eggs and bacon, and that's like kind of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's
that's a
gonna
good
ask
point.
for like a large portion, like a double portion of uncooked bacon.
She looks at you like the innkeep. She looks at you. She goes,
It's not for me.
oh, for like your pet.
Yes.
Sure, yeah. And she kind of comes back with some like raw, like a not like a sleeve, but like a good portion of raw bacon.
Is this all just going on like the tab of the person who paid for the rooms? Or
Yes.
are you okay?
Oh god, how much was
It's not that much. Like I said, it's very Very eh. It's just a gold for today.
Okay.
For everyone. Like, not 1 gold per person, just like 1 gold total.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, so Amon has the beer tab?
Amon has the tab.
Yeah.
Oh, if that's the case, Rain
To
is just going to be
clarify,
endlessly buying drinks.
this is an inn, not a tavern.
Yeah, the tavern and the inn are two separate places. So the place we're sleeping at, the tab belongs to Amon. The tavern is probably like each of us are paying for our own shit unless we agree who's paying.
The inn only serves you food and like water or tea.
So
The
it's
tavern,
basically a bed and breakfast.
yeah. Yeah, it's basically a B&B, yeah.
So we have a couple options. We can either go take care of this Yeti, or we can go back to one of the previous towns that we didn't get a chance to help, or the one with Tiamat.
Are
What about
we wait
Tiamat?
for everybody to be awake before we start talking, or is this just the three of us currently?
The 4 of you, because it's you plus Amon, Fury. Oh, Rain's not awake yet. Never mind. He's not down there yet. Never mind.
Nope.
I mean, we can.
Continue.
Well, that's basically it. Just those two options. I don't know what other options we have. Because the lady who gave me the prophecy said that, we're not ready to take our time with it. But
He didn't say anything about Tiamat. No, he said there's only 2 options.
well, no, they didn't say anything about Tiamat. No.
You said something about Tiamat though.
You definitely said the name Tiamat.
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah.
said Tiamat.
I was not listening then. That's on me, I guess.
Yeah, the king's possessed in one of the other towns.
Oh, to
Like-
Tivolis.
Oh, to Tivolis. That's my bad, guys. Sorry. Gee, Tivolis, not Tiamat. Tiamat's the fucking
Don't you
dragon.
take notes?
I do take
Don't
notes.
you take notes?
I didn't have that. I'm sorry, okay? This is new. Yeah, okay. Yeah. She said that the prophecy we would have to take our time with because we're not ready yet. I don't know. But sorry, to Tivoli.
Just real quick, Caleb, I can't remember if you told us in character about the lady you saw.
I'm pretty sure I did when we're on
Yeah,
our
he
trip
did.
way.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just checking. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I would have filled you guys in on that.
Okay, that's on me. Thank you.
It's fine.
So when Rain wakes up, he doesn't come downstairs. I'm going to intensively investigate and figure out if I can make the hand let go of the gem when I wake up. So unless somebody comes to my door, that's.
I'm just gonna tell you, you don't need to make like a check for that, Matthew. You are physically unable to pull it from the grasp of the hand. You pull and pull and pull until like you're purple in the face, and then you just like give up.
And you said it was like protective magic?
Yeah, it's abjuration.
Can I attune to the gem?
Um. Let me check. You can attune to it. You just don't know how.
Is there any way I can, like, can I get an idea on how? Like with, I don't know.
I mean, I can figure it out tomorrow when I take next. Not right now. I could identify it. But I don't have identify right now.
I don't think there's any way for me to identify how.
Well, I'm saying after a long rest, I can.
Well, I know, but I'm talking about me. Anyway, I can without help.
Okay. I didn't hear the without help.
That's because I didn't imply it because I'm talking about my character.
Anyway,
So yeah.
Jarwin eventually wakes up. I imagine. At some point.
Probably like later into like early afternoon.
Jesus.
Damn. Jesus.
Okay, well, if that's gonna be the case, I'm gonna wake Darwin up instead because I know we're kind of more or less on crunch for things. If that's all right, because Ellison would know Jarwin's sleeping habits. So I'll let you sleep until like what time is it now?
It's like 8.
It's like 8. I'll let you sleep till like 10:30 the latest. Is that all right?
I guess so.
You can throw hands right now, bitch. Come through the screen.
Just Eepy. He's an Eepy boy.
And then when I go to get Jarwin, I'll get Rain as well. Like I'll knock at the store.
Yeah. After a few hours of you trying to figure out what the deal with this hand is, Rain, you hear a knock on your door.
With the hand in my hand, I just open the door. Hey, what's up?
He's carrying a severed hand holding a gem.
I'm not gonna ask. Anyway.
Oh,
I
I just put it away. I forgot I had that in my hand.
The rest of us are already up. We're trying to work on a plan on what we're doing next. If we're going to, go do the Yeti thing for the kobolds, even though they're not going back there, or so figured I'd come get you and Jarwin.
I don't mind killing a Yeti. There might be some, loot that the kobolds decided they wanted to leave there.
I'd agree with you. Okay. Did I get Rain up first, or probably Rain, right?
Yeah,
Because
Rain's on the way, yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let me go wake up the dunce, I guess. And I will. Are we upstairs or is it just one level?
Upstairs.
And I will meet you downstairs.
Okay.
Oh, someone should get Barlow too. I don't know if he's with us right now.
I actually thought he was awake already, but I can grab him too if his room is with us.
I mean, he never.
Yeah, his is at the
sleeps,
very
right?
end. What is that, Jacob?
Said he never actually sleeps.
He doesn't have to.
Ah.
Alright. Yeah. You knock on the door. Jarwin snores.
Is the door locked?
Is the door locked?
Nah,
No,
Jarwin
he has.
said he leaves it unlocked because he was waiting for the excitement.
Yeah. He has no self-awareness.
He's waiting for somebody to come in so he can go, "You've wandered into my trap."
Like you see, you just walk in and see rose petals just strewn everywhere. There's like jazz music playing in the
I've
background.
been expecting you. Oh,
Candles that have been lit all night.
They're all melted.
There's
The
like
curtain's,
roses
like,
on
on
the floor
fire.
leading to the bed.
Really expecting somebody, not gonna say who or whatever. But like he was probably planning that what was her name?
The
Metra
Metro, yeah.
was following us or some shit. He's like, come on, baby, it's my room.
Come on, baby girl.
Hey, how you doing? But yeah, I'm going to assume it's unlocked, whether or not it is.
It is, yeah.
So I swing it open. Like I'm assuming it hits the wall unless it has a door stopper.
No, it hits the wall.
Hits the wall.
I don't think door stoppers were invented yet.
You never know. Does that?
Do you wake up from the door slamming against the wall, Jarwin?
Huh?
Do you wake up from the door slamming against the wall?
Yes.
Rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty. Oh, never mind. Did you say no?
No, I said yes. I said he's awake.
I was prepared in everything. I kind of like throw my arms out over my head, like, rise and shine, Beauty. Time to get shit done.
He like kind of glares at you and snuggles closer and like turns his back to you. Tries to go back to sleep.
It's like a giant like shell, and you can just see like two like glowing eyes.
So, upon seeing him like visually roll back over and ignore me, I'm going to approach the bed, grab his pillow, and start fucking wailing on him.
Darwin's just screaming.
No, come on, let's go. Get dressed, you fucking weirdo.
Does Jarwin sleep naked?
No, he actually surprisingly doesn't.
Oh, okay.
He gets cold and he's afraid of spiders. But yeah, Darwin gets dressed and like groggily follows.
I feel like Jarwin has like those like giant ass
Like you're a sleepy toddler, I'm leading you down the hallway.
I feel like Jarwin has like those giant like nightgowns that go all the way to their ankles.
Oh, yeah.
His hair is in curlers.
Yes.
He's got like the gunk on his
mask.
face with the cucumbers on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for his face and a face mask.
Is it cucumbers or zucchini? I don't know.
It's both.
It's cucumbers. Is it both?
Well, they're very similar, but I guess it's more commonly cucumbers because they help with like the moisture and stuff around your eyes. So, like help like do some shit. That's what
Okay.
sure.
I like to put pickles on my pickle.
So anyway, you guys are all convened. Jarwin looks ready to fall asleep immediately, but oh, right. So sorry. You knock on Barlow's door and you hear, "Oh, just a moment." And he opens the door and he's shirtless.
I like almost so Ellison goes like bright red as he's like smoothing himself down. And I'm just like, downstairs we're all awake. And I immediately turn and go.
Alright, fair enough.
Is Jarwin
Fuck
seeing any
Barlow.
of this? I'm assuming he is.
Yeah.
Okay, so like Jarwin is wide awake now and he's watching this interaction with just like an O face. And so he like kind of winks at him and then walks away to follow his Ellison.
I am so confused. He closes the door. After a few minutes, he comes back downstairs. He comes downstairs with the rest of you. He's not dressed in his armor. He's just kind of dressed casually. He's got a. Why? What do you mean? Don't look at Discord.
Now I gotta look.
To answer your question, Jacob, we're probably cutting it just short of 2 hours.
Okay.
Um. Uh. Yeah, he's. This is the first time you've seen him unarmored, so as you kind of take it all in, he's got like a strong jawline, a very like. He's got dark hair that's shaved into an undercut. A couple scars kind of decorate like the side of his face, and he has a piercing on his eyebrow.
The way that goblin just like tongue out bites in. God damn.
Shut up, Matthew. Anyway,
Yes, like
so and he's got
Danny doesn't anymore.
deep kind of green eyes. So,
Sexy man.
what exactly are we gathered here to talk about then?
Well, it depends. Do we want to go and see what's up with Titivolus, or do we want to go fight a Yeti? I'm partial to the Yeti.
Yeah, I think the Yeti's probably closer.
Alright, I also would think that we should do the Yeti. There could
Yeah,
be some
the
good
Yeti
loot
is
that they
something
left
we-
behind.
Might actually be able to deal with.
True.
What is this talk of Titivolus?
The town crier, like that. The
The speaker of Cardinal.
Thank
His
you.
ailment is directly caused by one Titivolus.
The speaker of Caer Dineval is ill.
Yes.
Yeah, he's being like either enchanted or.
It is a troop of your own soldiers guarding the.
His
His
face gets
care.
like. You see surprise flit across his features for a second, and then he steals it, and he goes, "Oh. Hmm. We'll have.
Wait, you didn't know?
I'll have to look into that." Who was the one in charge? And he leans forward on the table.
Of us or in Cardinal?
In Caer
I feel like
Dineval.
They
I
seem to
believe
be
I know
taking
who that
orders
was.
from. They seem to just be taking orders from the right hand of the speaker. His name started with an R. I keep forgetting.
It did
I
not.
thought his name was Kesra or something like that.
No, it's a K.
I'm checking my notes.
Didn't I hear people conversing when I... Oh no, I didn't listen to their conversation. I walked right by them.
Yeah, it's Kadroth.
Hadron.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I will be right back. And he walks back upstairs.
All of you kind of like notice, or like I'm just saying this is something that goes on in the background as he's walking away. Like Ellison starts fanning his face.
Ellison
Amon
thinks
just holds
Barlow is
up like
hot.
a. Amon just holds up an 8 card.
Jarwin has the most shit-eating grin. Like you can
Kitty.
tell he's plotting something.
Yes, Matthew.
I'm gonna follow him up the stairs, and as he goes in his room, I'm gonna listen behind his door.
Make a stealth check, I guess.
$17.
17.
I'm curious to
He-
know how little they know of that operation.
As he gets to the top of the stairs and you're following behind him, trying to like sneak behind him, he just turns over his shoulder, looks at you, and then rolls his eyes and walks into his bedroom.
What? I left something in my room! I go into mine.
He's only in there for about 10 to 15 minutes, and he comes back out fully armored. There were no sounds coming from his room besides the sounds of him getting dressed.
Damn, I was hoping he was gonna converse with the dwarven lady. I love and hate how that's just playing left.
Rain comes down first, and then Barlow follows after, fully armored.
Kill a Yeti?
Kill a Yeti!
We can start with the Yeti, and then we're going to Cairden Vow.
Alright with me?
Ooh.
On to the hunt.
Where did you say this Yeti was?
It was
may
with
have
a,
to ask the kobolds.
didn't they
They
give
gave
us, it was like a mountain, right?
Yeah, they gave
just like a,
Not like that.
walk a day in this direction, and you'll see the mountains.
Said
We
it was
might want something more detailed.
mountain.
Um,
Kelvin's Cairn. That's about 4 hours from here.
yeah, right here.
let's go.
Should we stop by the kobold and ask, or do we just go to Kelvin's?
I'm just gonna go grab the cabin.
I was gonna say the
Tired.
kobolds probably don't care too much because they're not going back either way. But we can stop at the caverns to talk to them if you guys want to.
I mean, I'm not letting them know that whatever they left is mine.
I
That's
won't
fair
do
game.
that. I also
That's
want
fair
it.
game. Like,
They left it. It's ours. Duh.
fair enough.
Right of conquest, the Yeti took it, and then we take it from the Yeti, so it's ours.
It's a rite of passage, right?
Finders keepers. Okay.
And losers weepers. You know what? Let's take the home. Why not let the Yeti took it from them? We'll take it from the Yeti. We could use a primary base.
Listen, buddy. In this situation, the losers don't weep; they die.
That's weeping. Our souls will be weeping. So, I mean, we're still weeping either way.
I'm just watching these two, just calmly drinking my.
I'm worried. I go grab a carrot.
Okay, we feed a reindeer.
I also will be buying or getting reindeer treats if I can.
Hmm?
Give the reindeer something special
Fair enough.
other than the regular reindeer feed. Spoil them a little.
I'm gonna get some red face paint and
And then what? You cut out.
then I'm gonna paint the tip of my reindeer's nose red.
All right.
Let's go kill him. Our
Yeah. There's now
Yeah.
a red-nosed reindeer, one might say.
This is where the legend starts. Now we just have to go start gifting.
We become Santa.
Santa is a group, a non-profit organization, not a person.
That's the party
That's a
name now.
people.
You guys are now known as Santa. I'll let you guys come up with the acronym.
We're just the clauses.
So you guys
Rain hydro claws.
hop into the carriage, sleigh, the sledridge, if you would,
Slavery.
and are on your way. Barlow will drive.
Sweet.
What are you guys doing on the way?
What other languages do people?
Making my backup character.
What languages do people know? I'm curious.
Are you asking in character or out of character?
In character. In character.
Common, Goblin, and the Abyssal and Infernal.
Okay. Anyone else? I speak Elvish, Orc, Primordial, and Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to find it. I speak Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Thieves'
Okay. How about you, Jarwin? How many do you know?
Sorry, I also had to find it. I just speak Common, Elvish, and Goblin.
That's not bad. We should all learn Goblin. All of us just know Goblin.
Fury's biased.
Cant.
Rain?
Teach us Goblin.
Huh? What? Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was sending
He
you a
was heard
text
to a
in.
thief.
I have a clarifying question before I make myself look like an idiot.
I mean, that's not that hard.
Well, I mean, I know. What the fuck? How did that fall?
So what languages does Rain speak, Matthew?
I actually don't know. Draconic and Primordial.
So each of us speaks a little something.
Yeah, we have a pretty broad selection altogether.
Yeah. Fury, you should teach us Goblin. Journeying. So we all can speak Goblin.
Like at least like some key phrases, like stop.
Yeah.
Let's stay
Key phrases.
quiet. You know.
Yeah.
Bathroom.
Hello. I don't speak Goblin. That's a good first one.
That'd probably be a good one, yeah.
I don't speak Goblin, they say in Goblin. A Goblin's hearing that is gonna be like, but you literally just did!
I you're just confusing.
All right. Bro is so sad. Ranger just like leaned against the door and like started scratching it. Went oh 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 oh.
Poor baby.
Poor dog. Oh, he's crying. He's sobbing right now.
Oh, poor little doo-doo.
Can't believe Automod just blocked my own message in my own Twitch chat.
What?
I said shut the fuck up, Hans, because Hans said thieves can't what? Whoa! Ranger got real upset there. Anyway. After a 4-hour trek through the wilderness, you guys eventually make it to the town of Targos. Yes, Targos.
Oh, is that near?
Yeah,
The
that's the
cairn.
town outside of the cairn. Yeah.
Sorry, what was it called?
Targos. Targos.
Fuck off.
Targos.
Targos.
That was good. That was good. That was good. No, I did a bit. When I turned around, I went like this one. As a joke. No, that was funny though. Uh, you guys hop out of the cart.
Yep.
Sladridge.
Yes, we'll hop out of the Slade Ridge.
As you trudge through the town, snow crunching underneath your feet, you hear the bark of a dog over the whistle of the wind. A wolf-sized sled dog with light gray fur runs toward you, dragging a broken leather harness behind it.
Can I attempt to stop it? Like, it has no rider, it's just the dog running.
Yeah, it stops as you're, as it gets closer, it like stops, and like it's barking at you, and it stops, and it starts like whimpering.
Is it injured?
No.
Its owner or the person responsible for it is probably hurt. We should probably follow it.
God.
How big is the sled? Would we all be able to fit on the back of it?
There's
or?
no sled. It's
Yeah,
got a
it's just the
broken harness.
Oh, broken harness. Oh, I thought you meant by broken harness, like, what? I see what you mean now.
Yeah, it's like the harness is there and like the straps are like dragging behind it, but it's not connected to a sled.
Lead the way, boy. Lead the way. Unless it's
Follow
a...
the dog.
It grabs the closest person by like the clothes. It's not like rough, but it's like
Might be me because I was attempting to.
Yeah,
To, like,
it grabs
get in
you
front of it and
by
stop
like
it.
by like the jacket and starts like pulling you. It's like This way,
Hey,
this
hey,
way.
hey! I'll follow. Don't tear this.
I'm like also quickly following Dodongo.
All right, yeah. Once you're like I'm following. He lets go and he starts running.
I sprint with him through the snow.
Eventually,
I'm gonna
what's that, Caleb?
stealth along. I'm gonna stealth alongside them, and I have an ability where going at normal pace. So I'm gonna stealth alongside them, but keep up the pace.
Okay.
That is a 14.
All right. Uh, yeah. You guys eventually keep following the dog, and he brings you to the front door of a modest dwelling. He barks and starts scratching at the door, and a handsome man in his 30s kind of opens the door, and the dog like races inside. He looks up at you guys, and then the smile that was on his face fades, and he goes, "Come in."
Okay, I go in.
Hello?
Why such the glum face?
Each of you have a cup of warm cider now to drink to like warm yourselves up.
I'll pretend to drink mine for now. I won't actually drink it yet.
We'll take
I'll
like
drink
the
it.
sip of mine because I'm assuming it's like piping hot, so I'm like trying to be careful not to burn my tongue.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste hot tea. I'll drink. Or what cider? Hot cider.
Yeah,
Hi,
drink it while it's hot.
You're not who I expected. I'm Philippe.
Philippe? Okay.
I was expecting him to be back with the dog. And then he kind of stands up and starts anxiously pacing around. Oh,
Who? Friend,
I'm
son.
sorry, who are you waiting for?
my husband.
How far out did he travel?
Where was he supposed to be?
A few days ago, Garrett was hired by some adventurers to lead them up the slopes of Kelvin's Cairn. His plan was to take them to Cairconig, the town at the other side of the mountain. He led them up the mountain, and he took 6 dogs and a sled with him. Boy here was Garrett's favorite. Raised him from a pup. He would never leave Garrett's side unless something terrible had happened.
Do you have a map maybe of like the route he took? Because we're heading up the mountain anyway.
Do you have a description of him as well?
We came looking for a creature, actually, due to some acquaintances of ours who happened to be found in a mine.
I. It, I. What is Garrett's description so I can give it to you? What does his brother look like?
We're gonna find him like all torn up and shit like that.
Oh, looks like Garrett.
Killing somebody.
Yeah, this thing has definitely got Garrett.
And I did clarify to you, Dan. I had asked.
Huh?
If any of these dogs are dead, I'm gonna be so mad at you.
Why me? I didn't do shit.
Not you, Dan.
Oh, damn.
Why would the dogs be dead? I didn't do shit. If the dogs are dead, it's written in the stars. This is how it is.
I don't require you to change it, or I will be mad at you.
So
Dogs are dead in the stars.
he gives a description. Tall. Dark hair. Tan. He spends a lot of time outside, and you can tell just by the way he holds himself. I know it's a lot, but could I don't have money, but the proprietor of the Luskin Arms is a friend of mine. I could get you some free rooms at the inn. I'm also a scrimshander by trade. I could give you some of my artwork. It's not worth much, I confess, but I
Listen, look. We'll find your husband and your dog, and maybe these other adventurers. You don't owe us anything. We're going up this way.
We don't have to guarantee their lives.
Free room in
They might
Thornwood
have.
would be nice.
Yeah.
Literally, we're going, like, this is out of character. We are going to raid a town that the kobolds were living in. Anything we find from there should be enough.
And if we happen to find the dead adventurers, anything they have, and if one of them's dying, we can set him free from the torture and the pain of having to live disabled. So we can take his stuff too.
True.
If anything, if the husband is in fact dead, if Garrett is dead, we are bringing his body and his stuff untouched back to his husband.
So I have a question. If we find him in pieces, do we need to get all of the pieces? And
No, we'll just bring the head.
God.
will you bring the head and make it into like a Muppet thing? Just
Wow.
knock on the door with your hand in the head. Hi, honey, I'm home.
That's fucked up.
that's awful.
If
Anyway,
anything,
Put his head on a stick. Honey, I'm home.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Fucking right.
Listen. I have no rebuttal. But listen. Okay, anyway.
way, I turn back to, what's his name?
Philippe.
Philippe. I turn back to Philippe and I'm like, look, we don't want anything that you may be feeling you need to give us. We're just going to do this for you.
Question: How good is the artwork?
Like you said, it's not worth much. You can see some of it hanging on the walls. It's not terrible quality, but you've definitely seen a lot better.
Do you have a map of his route that he was going to take, or do you maybe like have some directions for us to follow?
No, he kept his route, and he points to his head up in his. So, if anyone knows where he went,
It would be boy.
it would be Boy, or you could go visit Frozen Far expeditions in Caer Konig.
So we follow the dog.
So what if we go check in with the people in the cairn and then come back depending on what they say?
While the party is deciding, Fury would like to try and telepathically communicate with the dog because she can. It's just like with limited concepts.
Okay, go ahead. The dog is like pacing back and forth, very anxious.
She's gonna start by trying to like tell it to like, all right, let's calm down so we can figure out what's going on.
The dog like looks around, confused.
Do you need me to make like an animal handling or anything, or are
Yeah,
we
go
just
ahead.
talking for now? Okay. How about a 7?
The dog does not get more agitated, but it does not calm down. It's just confused. He's just a very confused boy now.
Where was your master last?
Up.
Can you bring us?
Yes. And then the dog starts like panting, and gets like the tongue starts lolling out and goes, and he kind of walks up to you, Fury.
Good boy.
Well, then I guess our minds are made up for us.
Yep.
Yeah, Fury just kind of announces, looks like the dog is willing to show us where.
Talk to the dog.
I try to
It's limited,
believe
but yeah.
and I like, are you all right if we take boy with us?
Yes, he is. He is capable.
Mm-hmm.
Just if something did happen to Garrett, please bring him back. Please bring Boy back.
Absolutely. Is there, in the worst possible case scenario, is there anything you want us to find for you if we're able to?
No,
All right.
but he's fine. I have faith in him.
Of course. And with that, I like thank you for the cider, and I set my like cup down, and then I make for the door.
All right, what's everyone else doing?
I'll follow.
Yeah, Fury's just gonna follow Boy. We're like, all right, bring us to your master.
He goes, "Aw, gee, I'd love to." Now he's in like a really happy mood.
Oh, gee willikers, mister.
Aw,
Boy,
gee,
that's
aw,
going
gee,
pretty
miss.
well.
Oh boy, that's great.
It's
Gorge.
great.
There's still time. He's gonna let it sit. Yeah. So, you guys follow the dog as he. Do you guys get back into the carriage to ride to the mountain?
Can the dog come in with us?
Yeah, I was about to say, can
Yeah.
the dog sit up front with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd probably be driving with.
He'd be
whoever.
driving. The dog is driving.
Yeah, Fury might have to stay with Dog then.
The reindeer are a bit skittish for a bit as Boy runs up to them and starts sniffing them, but he's not like actively harming them, so they're chill.
Okay. That's good.
Anyway, yeah, he hops on the front of the sled with Fury and Barlow, and then the three of you, as in Rain, Jarwin, and Ellison, hop in the back.
Sorry, what? I just put my headset back on. I heard my name.
Oh, and Amon, sorry. See, I only did 6 because I forgot about the dog, and then I was like, oh yeah, right. The dog makes 7, so Amon doesn't exist. No, I'm kidding.
Mod doesn't exist. No.
Just like
No.
that. Power
He's-
word vanish. He's gone.
He's such a sneaky guy that I just forgot about him for a second. You guys head towards the mountain of Kelvin's Cairn with the dog in tow. And before we get to the dungeon, even though it is earlier than I said early, I think we're going to call it. I'm sorry this was such a short session, everybody. It's just some stuff going on. And it was either we started late or we ended early. And ending early is probably the better vibe.
Okie doke.
Yeah,
All
I
right, it works
apologize.
out. My mother's gonna be here in 10 minutes, and I have to help her move a couch out.
All right, I will see you guys next week. Thank you for those of you who stopped by to watch this.
Boy.